Time now to talk to Tamati on the final stop of the Rugby World Cup 2011 Roadshow. Good morning, Tamati.
Good morning, Rod, and good morning, Tony. Good morning, New Zealand. It is the end of the Rugby World Cup 2011 Roadshow for us. We've been on the road for about 4 weeks, and today is our last stop. We are coming to you from the winterless north, from Kaitaia. We've got a pretty good crowd down here already. I know that there's more people to come, so we'll introduce them throughout the morning. But for now, yesterday, of course, we were up the road. We were in Paihia. It was a beautiful morning. Nice to see a wee bit of water. But this morning, we've made our way up the road here to Kaitaia. It's going to be a beautiful day around here. Let's get into the weather map so you can see for yourself how the weather's going to affect you today. Now, of course, we have taken the Rugby World Cup all across the country. We started 4 weeks ago down in Bluff, and we've made it all the way up here. The cup is still with us, though. Or is it? Yeah, it is. Have a look next door. Of course, John is never without the cup. And they've gone and made this cool little statue that you can throw your head and pop your head forward, John. Look at that, the things we make him do. What a good guy. But you can put your head into the statue. It's like a cardboard cutout, and you can look like you're holding the Web Ellis Cup all the way up there. If you are in Kaitaia or anywhere nearby, even if you're up the road in Ahipara, come join us. It would be great to see you. There you have it, Rodden and Tony.
That's a good one, that one. Normally those cardboard things don't work very well. I actually glanced up and thought, oh, that's very...
Yeah, it's really realistic.
Yeah. John looks slightly relieved, Tamati, that you're coming to an end on the roadshow, I must say. He's looking a lot more relieved this morning.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And we've made, you know, we're trying to introduce a bit of fun into his morning as well. You've got a son. What's your son's name?
Jack. Jack.
Give Jack a wave out there.
Wrong. Very clever.
Sunday, Jack.
Nice work.
Anyway, we're now going to go to where the action is. Rugby World Cup 2011 Roadshow, and it's sort of end of termitis up there, Tamati.
Yes, that's right. That's right. This morning is the last breakfast show that we'll be doing, covering the Rugby World Cup 2011 Roadshow. Of course, all along, we've been encouraging people to not just support the All Blacks, but to adopt a second country. And we've covered all of the countries on our tour. One last one to cover. Japan. And so we've got, well, somebody that's dressed up a little bit colourful this morning to introduce you to in just a second. But first of all, let's get into our weather for today, see what's going on. These guys are doing a particular type of martial art called Kiaruru. Yes, and it's all about, see their sticks that they're carrying? Well, they're basically substituting swords. It's a combination of different martial arts, and up here in Kaitaia, they've actually got themselves a group that's been going since about 2006. They've got about 46 members, they tell me, and apparently it's quite a fun thing to do. Now, of course, we are supporting Japan this morning, and I've got to introduce my friend Daniel-san, who has come down this morning. Ohayo! Hello! And you've got yourself some sushi. Sushi, and this one's oyster and salmon sushi. Can you just eat that one for me?
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah, go on then. Show me your commitment. Because you're after some tickets, aren't you? That's why you've come dressed up. Nice oyster and salmon. Really yummy. Solid. Beautiful. Can't you tell by the look on his face?
Just don't need the words for you.
He looks like he's loving that. It looks nicer than the kinna yesterday, though, Tamati.
Well, you're put on that mountain oyster.
Mountain oyster. Oh, no.
Tamati, we want a bit of a wasabi test later on for Daniel-san. Get a serious shot of wasabi, and then we'll see some interesting expressions. Thank you for that, mate. We'll join you again soon. Tamati, we'll have a chat with you instead. You're in the far north with the Real New Zealand Festival this morning.
Yes, we are. Let's talk about the weather. How about that for a subject changer? Good morning, everybody. We are coming to you from Kaitaia this morning. Give it up for Kaitaia! The locals are quite proud about their area, and they do have a big Dalmatian community here as well. And so this morning, the Kaitaia Dalmatian Club have come along, and they're going to do a wee bit of dancing to you. Say hello, everybody. Oh, there you go. They could have said hello, but no, they're pushing out the barrow this morning. Dobra doshli, that's how they say it in Dalmatian. A wee bit of dancing coming up for you very shortly. First things first, let's get into the weather and see what's going on this Friday, but also for our weekend as well. So not too bad a weekend coming up. Definitely a few showers around. This here is the Kaitaia Dalmatian Club, and this is what they call me. This is what they tell me is called a kolo. Basically, it's a dance for the single ones, and they all say it quietly, but apparently it's a dance. It's like a courting dance where if you're young and you're single, you can get in there and you can dance away and, well, prospectively try and find yourself a partner as well. And apparently, quite a few successful marriages have stemmed from the kolo. I do like a bit of dancing.
You fit so well in there, Tamati. Beautiful. Lovely.
Well, thank you.
Well done, mate. We'll speak to you again soon. And if you want to know what Real New Zealand Festival events are on where you are, you can check out the website, realnzfestival.com.
Let's go to Tamati, who's a lot healthier than us, with sushi today at the Real New Zealand Festival in the far north. No pies for you, Tamati.
No pies here. We do have, are these mussel fritters or tuatua fritters?
Mussel fritters.
Mussel fritters. We have a smorgasbord of food from the far north that's been brought down for us this morning. I'm going to show you it very shortly, but first of all, konnichiwa. Welcome. The team that I'm supporting today is Japan, because Northland are getting in behind the red teams, Japan, Canada, and also Tonga as well. Now, I'm going to get into the weather forecast and do a bit of tasting. For the Real New Zealand Festival, the Far North are putting on what they call Flavours of the Far North Festival. It's going to be happening up in Ngātaki from about the 5th of September through to about the 21st of September. These are some of the flavours that will be there. Of course, they're quite into their hot sauce up here, aren't they, Pam?
Yes, Tamati.
You quite like it, don't you? What is it? You just like the bite on food?
The bite on food flavour, not just bite, flavour first and then the bite. Yeah, yeah.
Right. And we've got some oysters down here too. Thank you for bringing them along.
You're welcome, thank you. We're here doing for the Project Promise today, and they're from Paringaringa Harbour, which is next to Cape Reinga.
There you go. And we will be taste testing those shortly. Of course, we do have the mussel fritters down here. You can't come to the Far North and not have a mussel fritter.
No, you've got to come to Mussel Rock Cafe Bar and try the mussel fritters and the mussel chowder.
There you go. And thank you for bringing them down. And finally, Rodden and Tony, have a look at that. This is apparently a fruit that used to be exported. It's called over in Australia a custard apple, but in fact it's called, what is it called, mate?
Chirimoya.
A chirimoya. A chirimoya. Have you ever tried it before?
I certainly haven't.
Never
You?
seen it, never heard of it, and beginning to wonder why it never caught on. Look at the size of that.
It is ugly.
Yeah, it's not the most
Let's
attractive
face
fruit.
it, that is ugly.
Have you tasted
this
it,
is what it looks
Tamati?
like when you cut into it. Well, I mean, I have had a little taste. The pips are ginormous. It's kind of like a little bit creamy and soft and sweet. How would you compare it?
Cross between a pineapple and banana.
Oh,
I'll give it a
Between
shot.
a pineapple and banana.
definitely worth a try.
And it's kind of, it's sweet like a pineapple as well, like a sweet pear. That's how you'd describe it, but it's not that bad, to be honest. It's ugly to look at, but it's not that bad.
Oh well.
See, the hidden goodness, just because it's got an ugly
Many
exterior.
of the finest things are ugly to look at, but
Yep.
but pretty good.
And look at those genetically modified seeds in there. Look at them. They are huge.
Maybe that's what puts people off, the whopping seeds.
Yeah, who knows? Hey, Tamati, thanks for that. We'll check in with you one more time before you can disregard the rugby tops and have a little bit of a break. We'll see you in about half an hour or so on the Rugby World Cup 2011 Roadshow.
That's right, although it's not the actual end of the roadshow. The end of it's actually happening on Sunday down at Viaduct Harbour. So if you're wandering around down there, make sure that you go and see it. They're going to wrap it up finally down there. But of course, our morning stops here. I've had lots and lots of people come up to me dressed as very, very creative things. Have a look down here. We have Greer, and we've also got Cole, who have come today dressed as Rugby World Cup tickets. Obviously, they want some tickets, so we've got some tickets for them. There you go. Congratulations. Big round of applause. And also our mate over here. What's your name?
Kaya,
Kaitaia. Kaitaia, and who's this?
my little sister Anika.
Little sister Alicia have come this morning dressed as Kiwis. Who made your outfit?
My mum and my auntie.
Mum and auntie. Do a little twirl for us, because they're actually Japanese Kiwis, and they've got little shirts on as well. Give me a look at your shirt. There you go. Pretty good. Good enough to score themselves some more Rugby World Cup tickets. Round of applause. The best dressed fan of the morning, though, is waiting for you at the top of the stairs just over there. That coming up for you very shortly. This here is our best dressed fan of the morning. Geisha, we call her. We were a little bit creative. We went to the warehouse up the road and we got for ourselves a duvet and we sewed it, a little bit of stitching here and there, thanks to our producer Charlotte, and we came up with this. This is also a sheet around here. Went to the $2 shop for the fan and the umbrella. The geisha behind the mask is actually, can you say your name for us?
Martin Snedden.
Oh, brilliant.
Martin Snedden, the CEO of the Rugby World Cup. Let's wrap things up. It's been an amazing 4 weeks, hasn't it?
Konnichiwa, Tamati-san. It has been. From Bluff to Kaitaia, managed to make it to Stewart Island, to Cape Reinga yesterday. It's just been fantastic. The people in New Zealand have been great. We've just had so much fun together, haven't we?
Yeah, and we're still having fun right now. Now, things wrap up on Sunday, yeah?
Yep, down at the Viaduct Basin from 2 o'clock till 10 a.m. till 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
So that'll be people's final chance to come along, have a look at what's going on, have a look at the Cup. But, man, they've got so enthusiastic right across the country. I can't wait for Rugby World Cup to start.
Absolutely. Have a look at the map that we've gone and prepared. These are all of the places that we have travelled to over the last 4 weeks. And there's been a bunch of places. We did start down in Bluff, but we went over to Stewart Island as well. Made our way up the South Island, up the North Island. And here we are finishing things off in Kaitaia. The Cup actually took a trip up to Cape Reinga just yesterday. But it's been an amazing trip. Of course, the Rugby World Cup. Get excited, everybody. This is just a tester of what is to come. Thank you for that, Martin Snedden, otherwise known as...
Martin Snedden's son.
Martin Snedden's son.
That is
Ron and
brilliant.
Tony.
Are we sure that's Martin Snedden? Because he's unrecognisable. It's unbelievable. Even the voice going on.
It's brilliant. I'll tell you what.
It's him.
Tamati, we couldn't actually get it when you said we've made this costume. We thought, oh, something's up here. Fantastic. Good on you, Martin. What a great sport. Fantastic. Well done, Tamati. We'll see you next week back here after a bit of a rest for you over the weekend.
I have to say, I think I preferred the baby Kiwi.
Oh, bless. And did you see how Big Sister looked after her? Because she was obviously a little bit nervous.
Shy baby Kiwi.
Kaya, you are a
So
dear,
cute.
dear sister. Good on you.
Gorgeous.